What's going on, guys? What we're talking about today is how you can make money online for free without having any money to begin. Now, some of you may have heard of this, but it's called the Craigslist side hustle or the free section of Craigslist. And this idea doesn't have to just be with Craigslist. It can be applied literally anywhere. So Craigslist has a free section and there's multiple other marketplaces that do as well. But you go over to that free section and it's people literally just giving away stuff they usually don't want. And a lot of times it is bigger items, but it doesn't have to be. But it's just things people want out of their house, they want to get rid of, they don't want anymore. Maybe they're moving and they have to get rid of that stuff because they're selling their house and it has to be empty, or it's just things they want to get rid of. And the whole idea here is to get those items for free. We go and pick them up, or however you want to obtain those items, and then we go and sell those items on either that same marketplace or a different marketplace like the Facebook marketplace. So let me jump onto my screen right now and show you a couple of examples and how you can actually do this yourself. So right here is Craigslist. Now, what I'm gonna do, you're gonna have different Craigslist for wherever you live. You type in Craigslist, it should auto-populate with whatever your location is. For me, it's Orange County, California. So I'm gonna go down for the For Sale tab right here, and I'm gonna click under Free. Now, what this is going to do is this is going to bring up all the items that are listed for free on Craigslist. Now you can see right here, there's 1,091 items right here, and this is just in my area. So if you're doing this, you're probably not going to run into other people doing this because this is a little bit of a common thing. It's been growing, but with your location, depending where you are, there's going to be a lot of items. And even if there's one or two other people doing this, it's not going to be super competitive. So you can see everything here is free and there's new stuff added every single day. We have doorknobs and random things. What you're going to want to do is skip over a lot of the junk, and a lot of times the bigger items are things that will sell. So right here we have a couch. And it looks a little dirty, but it doesn't look bad. And you can see $0. It's just free pickup. We have bricks. I don't think we're going to sell any bricks. This cabinet looks promising right here. We can see some images. Looks okay. They give us dimensions, what it is. Might be a little big, but something like this I could go and easily sell for $20 to $50 or even $100 on something like Craigslist or the Facebook Marketplace. And again, this is something I can get for free. And if I end up, let's say, not being able to sell this, I just list it in the free section again, have someone else come pick it up if I don't want it. You can see another couch down here. This couch actually looks pretty nice. Doesn't look like it's damaged. And they also have other chairs and pieces. Let's see what else there is. A bunch of cabinets down here. Now, some of these will say free and they're not actually free and you have to make sure. But free cabinets and drawers available for pickup. Must bring help, so you have to load it all yourself. But you can see, look at all of these different cabinets. Yes, some of them might be used, even if one or two are broken, but that is so much. And being able to list these as a set or as individual pieces, you could easily get at least $100, $200, I think, for something like this. And this free section just goes on. And a lot of times there will be a bunch of crap. Coat hangers. Probably not going to go get coat hangers or some marble top. Actually, a marble top could be something that you could sell for scrap. And you can see it's just a bunch of different things. A vacuum. Even if I sold this vacuum for $10, it's working. Oh, it's missing a wheel. Okay, maybe I don't pick that up. A barbecue, completely free. So this is just things you can go through, you can look through. I did this when I was first starting out, trying to save up money to start my Amazon business. I did this with books. I went and I got a whole thing of books. It was about 30 books. I went and picked them up completely free. And I ended up making about, I think it was like $200 off of those 30 books, reselling them on Amazon. So what you can do is once you get the items, you can go over to Facebook. And like I said, you can either list them on Craigslist here, or you can list them on the Facebook Marketplace. So if I were to go over to the Marketplace here, and I could list this item. So an example would be, let's say I was selling those cabinets. So let's see if I search in cabinets, what is coming up here. And again, this is going to be something you don't want to ship because it's giant. So this is going to be for things in your area. We can see there's also free items on the Facebook Marketplace, but you can see a bunch of different cabinets and different things being sold. And this is where you would list your item. Person would pay you and they could come pick it up, or however you arrange it to be shipped or delivered to them. And you can list this on multiple marketplaces once you get something like a cabinet or a couch. And if you do have a smaller car or you can't pick up multiple things or things that are that big, you have a couple options. You can go for smaller items. You could borrow a friend's who has a truck or something along those lines. Or if you find multiple things in one day that you can go pick up, you could even rent a truck for as cheap as like $15, $20 a day. I know Lowe's and Home Depot and those kind of companies rent out a truck, or even on Turo, you could rent a truck, go pick this up. And if it costs you $15 to go pick up 5 or 6 different things throughout the day that you can make $100, $200, $300, $400 on, it would be worth it. But again, there are smaller things. There's books, magazines, I wouldn't look as much. And you can even sometimes find specific items, but a lot of times they are bigger items. And a lot of them are pieces of crap. Like this, it's all worn out. You're probably not going to get any money for that. So that would be something to be like, all right, maybe I don't pick that one up. These tables look pretty nice for what they are. That's a little worn, but these two, and they all matching. I'm sure you could get, if you pick this up, you could get at least $30, $40 for this set. And you could see how you can really scale and just grow this because there's so many things. This is just the first page. There's 1,000 items here. And the list kind of just goes on with what you can do this with. And there's so many different marketplaces that do have a free section. Again, people aren't going to ship items for free. So it's going to be places that are near you. And this kind of goes hand in hand with garage selling, except it's completely free. So if you don't sell it, you can get rid of it just by giving away in the free section. Like this leather couch. This looks pretty nice. There's a rip or two in them. It's not terrible though, but there's multiple items like this. So if I go back to Craigslist here and I go under furniture and look at the different items, like this couch right here is selling for $400. Now that's what it's listed as. Doesn't mean it's sold, but this looks somewhat like the couches we were seeing on there. Now this is probably in better quality. So subtract a couple dollars from that, but again, a coffee table right here, that's going for $120 and that's used. And there's a bunch of different things, chairs and so on. So you get the idea of how you can grab something from that free section and actually go and flip it. And you can list it on Craigslist, on the Facebook Marketplace, anywhere where someone can go and pick up that item. And there's really no limit when it comes to flipping these items or to actually finding them. You'll usually have enough items to where you can't go and pick them all up yourself because there's so many of them. Now, this is something that should be used as a side hustle to make enough money to go and do something else, you know, something like retail arbitrage. And this is really for you if you're starting from the bare bones zero. You can get these items for literally $0. Yes, you might have to use some gas money or have a car. And if you don't have a car, you can walk and get them if they are close enough, or find another way to get transportation. You can rent a bike for super cheap and just build up from there. There's so many ways to do this, and there's really no excuse to not do this if you are starting and looking for a way to make money from absolutely nothing. Now, once you get this going and you have a couple $100 saved up, that is when you should move into other things like retail arbitrage, which is just flipping items, but you're buying them online and you can do it more at scale and you don't have to go and drive to each single place and pick them up yourself. It just becomes too big if you're trying to do that now. And that's why this should be used as a stepping stone and not an actual business model to try and actually grow. But it is a very easy way if you're starting out as someone who is broke or a beginner or someone who has $0 to their name to get some money and actually start flipping items and start saving up to start an actual business. So I hope this video was helpful and opened your eyes to what is actually possible and how much opportunity there is online. People are literally giving away products for free. This one is a little bit more in person, and there's so much that can be done even with no money to start. Even if you were a kid, it does not matter. You can do this. So if you enjoyed this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up, hit the subscribe button, and I'll see you guys in the next video.